morning. It's 6 a.m. Time to wake up and make your bed.
So, we all want to change the world. How are we going to do that? In William McRaven's book, Make Your Bed, he lists 10 ways that we can do that. And 10 is a good number to go off of. Changing the lives of 10 people. That's all it takes. It's been said that the average American will meet 10,000 people in their lifetime. If you change the lives of just 10 of those people that you meet, and they go off to change the lives of another 10 people, and then another 10 people, that adds up to 1,000 people whose lives have been changed, and it all started with you. So it doesn't seem that hard to do. And what do you have to do to change someone's life? Well, it could be something pretty simple, like a, hey, how you doing? Or, hey, I'm just checking in on you. I hope things are going well. These little acts go much further than you could ever imagine. And I think one thing that this book really harps on is that even though you're just one person, there's so much you can do to make an impact on everyone in the world. William McRaven mentions 10 lessons to making a difference and changing the world. The first lesson is starting each day with a small accomplishment. Whether that be making your bed right when you get up, or brushing your teeth, or going to check the mail. And even though small tasks like these may seem mundane, they give you a small sense of pride that will encourage you to do another task and another task. And then by the end of the day, you'll have a whole series of tasks that you completed. McRaven gave a commencement speech at the University of Texas, and one of the quotes during his speech was that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And I think it's really important to make your bed every day, because even if you have a bad day, you're gonna come home to a bed that's made, a bed that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. So he recalled in the book the time when he was going through Navy SEAL training.
SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status.
And this kind of goes back to last week's book, The Happiness Advantage. You need a team. You need people building you up. You need to surround yourself with people that can support you. Success requires teamwork. So the fourth lesson is that a setback is only permanent if you let it be. There's a great quote that I really like by Confucius. It's that he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. So during his training, they would have daily uniform inspections. And if your uniform wasn't pressed perfectly, if it wasn't perfect, then you would be punished. What this punishment consisted of was you having to run out into the ocean, fully clothed in your uniform, get soaking wet head to toe, and then you had to roll around in the sand until you were covered in sand head to toe. And this was known as the sugar cookie. And for a lot of the people that were going through that training, it seemed that no matter how hard they tried to get their uniform perfect, they would always become the sugar cookie. It seems no matter how much effort they put into it, it always went unnoticed. The instructors were always trying to find something that was wrong with their uniforms. And many of the students couldn't accept this fact. These are the ones that didn't understand the purpose of the drill. You were never going to succeed. The instructors weren't going to allow it. And these were the students that didn't make it through training. It just goes to show that sometimes no matter how well you prepare or how well you perform, you still won't succeed. And that's just how life is sometimes. So if you want to change the world, get over those failures and keep moving forward. The fifth lesson is to use these failures to your advantage. The people that have more failures in life are more likely to succeed than those who don't. There's another quote from his speech that I really like.
You will fail. You will likely fail often. It will be painful. It will be discouraging. At times it will test you to your very core. But if you want to change the world, don't be afraid of the circuses.
The next lesson is to be more daring in life. The summation of this lesson is essentially take more risks. If you want to get to where you want to be, then you're going to have to take risks at one point or another. If you look at people like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs, I know Steve Jobs especially started out in a garage. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's actually true. I just heard it. There's another quote by, I believe, Jim Rohn that I really like. He was talking about life, and he was saying, life is so risky that you're not even going to get out of it alive. So if you want to change the world, you're going to have to take risks. So at this point in the book, he was talking about keeping courage close. To pass SEAL training, you have to complete a series of long night swims that are off the shore of San Clemente Island. These shores are filled with all species of sharks, and while they were assured that no one has ever been eaten, they were instructed what to do in case they were to be circled by one of these sharks. They were instructed to stand their ground. Do not swim away, don't act scared, and if for whatever reason the shark was hungry for a midnight snack and decided to dart towards you, then summon up all your strength and punch it in the snout as hard as you can, and it'll turn and swim away.
There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks.
Lesson number 8 is to stand tall in the midst of darkness. What do you do when your back is against the wall? What do you do when you're at your lowest point in life? How do you view the world, and how do you view yourself? If you want to change the world, you must be your very best in the darkest moments. The 9th lesson is to inspire others with hope. And all it takes is one person, a Washington or a Lincoln or an MLK or a Gonzalez. One person can change the world by giving people hope. The 10th and final lesson is that no matter what, never give up. There's a brass bell in the middle of the compound for everyone to see. And all you have to do to give up is ring the bell. Ring the bell and you no longer have to wake up at 5 o'clock. Ring the bell and you no longer have to endure the hardships of training. But if you want to change the world, never ever ring the bell. I really like this book. It has taught me to make my bed every day. It really truly does lead to other tasks being completed throughout the day. And when you do come home at the end of the day, it does feel nice to see a bed that was made by you. So my challenge to everyone is to make your bed every day for 30 days. You'll feel a lot better about yourself, and you'll realize that starting your each day with a small accomplishment will in fact change the world.
Start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.